Good morning. Let us begin our class with our fifth part of the speech, that is adverb. In this session, in this topic, we will read the kinds, rules and examples of the adverb. So let us start with the part of the speech, that is adverb. An adverb is a word which adds to the meaning of a verb, an adjective or another adverb. An adverb is a word which adds to the meaning of a verb, an adjective or another adverb. An adverb is a word which adds or modifies the meaning of a verb, adjective or another adverb. Or we can say at what rate action is being done by noun or pronoun. So, adverb is at what rate action being done by noun or pronoun is known as adverb. It also modifies adjective and another adverb also. So, an adverb is a word which adds to the meaning of a verb, an adjective or another adverb. Example, she looks sad. She treats me well. She is quite well. Shivam runs fast. A rabbit runs very fast. Sandhya prepared a very nice dish. So here, he is quite well. So he is quite well. Shivam runs fast. A rabbit runs very fast. Sandhya prepared a very nice dish. So, at what rate action is being done by noun or pronoun is called adverb, or it also modifies the adjective. It also modifies the adjective. Kinds of adverb. There are eight kinds of adverbs. There are 8 types of adverbs. These are first adverbs of time. Adverb of time answer the question when. Listen. Adverb of time answer the question when. And when before the verb and answer is adverb of time. When we add when before the verb. Before the verb and answer is adverb of time. These are today, yesterday, tomorrow, early, immediately, soon, lately, already, before, after, now, then, morning, evening, etc. So, adverb of time answers the question when. Example, he comes here daily. He comes here daily. So here comes. Comes is a verb and asking it is a question. When does he come? So when does he come? He comes daily. So adverb of time is daily. So adverb of time answer the question when. He comes here daily. Comes is a verb and before the verb. And here before the verb and answer is in the time of the verb of time. When does he come? He comes daily. So daily. Answer is daily and adverb of time. So this is adverb of time. So it's the answer of when. Next, adverb of place. In this adverbs of time, we have read about when, and here adverbs of place answer the question where. Answer the question where. These are here, there, away, everywhere, outside, inside, in, out, up, down, above, below, forward, backward, anywhere, elsewhere, etc. So adverbs of place answer the question when. Example, the army moves forward. The army moves forward. Here moves is the verb, and where does the army move? Adverb of place is that answers the question where. So moves. Where does the army move? The answer is forward. So forward is adverb of place. In this adverbs of time answer the question when. He comes here daily. When does he come? He comes daily. So daily is adverb of time, and adverbs of place answer the question where. Example, the army moves forward. Where does the army move? The army moves forward. So forward is adverb of place. So some adverbs are given here. Adverbs of time are given here, and adverbs of place is also given here. So in this adverb of place and adverb of time, adverb of place shows where and adverbs of time shows when. Next is adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner answer the question how. Adverbs of manner answer the question how. So the adverb of manner are slowly, fast, nearly, clearly, openly, boldly, bravely, happily, quickly, wisely. So the adverbs of manner are slowly, fast, nearly, clearly, openly, boldly, bravely, happily, quickly, wisely. Example, the tortoise walks slowly. So adverbs of manner answer the question how. The tortoise walks slowly. Here walks verb. So how does the tortoise walk? The answer, adverbs of manner answer the question how. So here the tortoise walks slowly. Walks is the verb, and how does the tortoise walk? The tortoise walks slowly. So here answer is slowly, and slowly is the adverb of manner. So adverbs of manner answer the question how. Next is adverbs of number or frequency. Adverbs of number or frequency. These adverbs show how often an action is done. Adverbs of number or frequency show how often an action is done, or adverbs of number or frequency answer the question how often, how many times. Adverbs of number or frequency answer the question how often, how many times. And the adverbs of number or frequencies are once, twice, often, seldom, frequently, rarely, usually, normally, never, sometime, etc. So adverb of number or frequency answer the question how often, how many times, and these are once, twice, often, seldom, frequently, rarely, usually, normally, never, sometime, etc. Example, he came here twice. He came here twice. So here came is the verb, and the question is how many times did he come here? So answer is twice. So adverb of number. So adverb of number or frequency, answer the question how often, how many times. Example, he came here twice. Verb is came and question, how many times did he come here? And the answer is twice. So, the examples of adverbs of numbers are once, twice, often, seldom, frequently, rarely, usually, normally, never, sometime, etc. Next is adverbs of degree or quality. Quantity. Adverbs of degree or quantity. Answer the question how much, how far, to what extent. So answer the question how much, how far, or to what extent. They show how much, how far, to what extent thing is done. They show how much, how far, to what extent is thing done. The adverbs of degree are very, quite, nearly, entirely, almost, somewhat, completely, partly, or fully. The adverbs of degree answer the question how much, at what extent. So, she is completely tired. Completely, it's a verb. Completely tired. Tired is a verb and question is how much tired she is. It means she is completely tired. So, adverbs of quality, quantity or degree is that complete, completely. Next is interrogative adverbs. They are used for asking questions. They are used for asking questions. Adverbs how, when, why are interrogative adverbs. Adverbs how, when, why are interrogative adverbs. So, interrogative adverbs are used for asking questions. They are how, when, why. Example, how do you do it? How do you do it? Why were you late? So, these are interrogative adverbs are used for asking questions. How do you do? Question mark. Why are you late? Question mark. When will you go? Question mark. How do you go to school? Question mark. Adverb of reason. Adverbs of reasons. These express the reason and aim, purpose or target behind the happening of a particular action. Adverbs of persons express, adverbs of reasons express the reason and aim, a purpose or target behind the happening of a particular action. These words help to describe why something happened. Listen, adverbs of reason express the reason and aim, a purpose, a target behind the happening of a particular action. These words help to describe why something happened. Adverbs of reason are hence, therefore, so, since, thus, because, consequently, lest, but also, so that, in order to. Adverbs of reason are hence, therefore, so, since, thus, because, consequently, lest, but also, so that, in order to. Example, since it is hot, I am very tired. Since it is hot, I am very tired. He is hence unable to go. He is hence unable to go. On account of rain, the match was postponed. On account of rain, the match was postponed. Next is adverbs of affirmation or negations. Listen, affirmation means answer in yes and negations means answer in no. Means it's positive or affirmative and this one is negative. So adverbs of affirmation and negations, a word which declares the something is true or some equivalent expressions or negative statements. So a word which declares that something is true or positive, or another one that shows that declares that something is not true or that is in negative form. I will definitely, example, I will definitely do that or I will never do that. Listen, adverbs of affirmation and negation, a word which declares that something is true is affirmation, or a word that declares that something is not true or negatives in statement is negations. Example, I will definitely do that or I will never do that. Now listen, affirmative or negative words definitely affirms the listener that the speaker is going to do that task which is being talked about. So here, I will definitely do that. I will definitely do that. In this, the word definitely affirms the listener that the speaker is going to do that work which is being talked about is definitely done, and I will never do that work. So this one, I will definitely do that. So definitely is therefore an adverb of affirmation. Listen, affirmation and negations. Affirmation means a word which declares that something is true or that is equivalent. So here, I will definitely do that. The word definitely affirms the listener that the speaker is going to do that task which is being talked about here in the sentence, and so therefore definitely is an adverb of affirmation. And in second sentence, I will never do that. So in this sentence, never negates the sentence by telling that the speaker is not going to do that particular task. Here, the speaker is going to do, because here definitely is mentioned here and here never. So, that the speaker is not going to do that particular task. So, never. So, here never is an adverb of negation and here definitely is an adverb of affirmation. Let us see another example. In affirmation, yes, he went there. In negation, he will never go there, or no, he did not go there. So, adverbs of affirmation show the positive or the true sense. Here, yes, he went there. And for adverbs of negation, they shows never or negative statements. Example, no, he did not go there, or he will never go there. Let us see the words, list of affirmative words. Absolutely, affirmatively, assertively, assertedly, clearly, truly, definitely, doubtlessly, exactly, alright, obviously, positively, rarely, surely, yes, really, certainly, by all means, etc. So the words of affirmative Adverbs of affirmative are absolutely, affirmatively, assertedly, clearly, truly, definitely, doubtlessly, exactly, all right, obviously, positively, really, sure, surely, yes, really, certainly, by all means. And for negation words, nothing, nowhere, not at all, almost, invalidly, never, no, not, rarely, scarcely, etc. So here some words are given related to negation words: nothing, nowhere, not at all, almost, invalidly, never, no, not, rarely, scarcely. So go through these list of affirmative and negation words to make clear about the rules of adverbs of affirmation and negation. So carefully read the different rules and kinds of the part of the speech that we discussed today and practice yourself. Thanks a lot.